Alright everyone, welcome to Belzebub. I of course am your friendly booble, your generous bobble, Grimith. Hi kids, we're back here. Gotta save Tristram. Warning, this content may contain 100% less saving than advertised. So, Chucklefuck the warrior. We'll go ahead and remove the text field for you. I said remove the text field. Level 27. He's got 3 gold pieces to his fucking name. 3. Strength is great. Magic is great. Dexterity is great. His vitality is great. He's great. He's got triple digit to hit. He's got armor class into triple digits. His resistances are off the chain. We have recently adjusted the rings that we had equipped. The problem is that Chucklefuck here died once all of the game to a surprise, like, fucking fireball nova. Like, that he ate, like, straight to the face, and I wasn't at absolute max full health. Until midpoint of last session, like the final 2 hours or whatever, when we delved into the terror domain. And I lost count of how many times we died there. 8, 9, 10 times? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of death. Chucklefuck could not defeat the Dark Lord. Chucklefuck had difficulty even getting to the Dark Lord. Some serious shit, man. Fucking Diablo's been on fucking, like, every flavor, every candy-colored fucking pill and steroid. He's been juicing up a whole lot. He's got upgrades, man. Fucking, they damn installed him with some fucking cybernetics or some shit. I don't know what his essence score is at, but it's really bad. It's really bad. And boy, we felt every bit of that. Now, there has been some intriguing dialogue that has happened in the Diablo comments. The comments for Belzebub. There, of course, was discussion about whether the Grand Plate of Vim was the appropriate choice over, say, the breastplate that blocked so much damage taken from enemies. Combine that with, say, the plated belt, which subtracted even more damage taken from enemies while also giving me an extra slot for potions. Now, I stand by the choice that I ended up making, which was that while wearing this armor and combined with Valiant Strike, I was certainly taking fewer hits from enemies. There was one of those unique, like, knight characters that was really pummeling at me my second try in the Terror Domain that I basically wasn't getting hit by. But how much does armor class really save you? And this delved into a whole discussion, which I will summarize here in this video and direct you to the comments if you're interested by saying, I don't know, like, what all mechanics are happening back there behind the scenes. I don't know how many of the various attacks that we're threatened by in Hell are triggered by or can be blocked by a shield, either triggered by armor class or blockable by a shield. What I do know is that, holy shit, our resistances have been so high down there in Hell, and we have still been melted at over 300 life points by the shit we've seen down there. The Terror Domain, really the entire playstyle of how monsters are threatening is much different from how vanilla Diablo goes. Game logic tells me that, just from all my experience playing, you know, not just these style of games, but gaming in general, that I have no business being down there, because I'm having to fill my entire belt and my entire inventory with health restoratives, and we're at the point where I'm strategically planning about throwing down health restoratives around the battlefield before a fight begins. And so it's like in a situation where it's like, my equipment or my level or my whatever just isn't good enough. I would hold that to be true if I thought this was a well-balanced game. The difficulty in that, though, and it ends up going into my general view of, like, modifications, and why I seldom play modifications unless they change the user interface and don't modify the gameplay. And this ended up being another conversation that took place in the comments for that as well. Certainly, the quests that we've seen, the audio files that we've seen, cinematic stuff that we've seen, you know, this stuff is all left unused on the Diablo 1 CD. You know, Blizzard, at some point during development, you know, had created all these materials, you know, the Infested Cellar, you know, Horizon's Sanctuary, all these other things, and then for one reason or another decided to cut them. There's no telling how these things would have changed if they'd actually been kept in and released in Diablo 1.0, and then patched, you know, through, like, various iterative patches and bug fixes that were released. What is worth noting, though, is that those things were cut. Belzebub restores those things, which is fine. Like, that, you know, that ends up being, like, something that's advertised for the modification. But in the process, they've changed quite a bit of, like, the gameplay of it. Take, for example, like, I did some looking into, like, the unreleased content after, like, last video. Blizzard did end up releasing, like, official dialogue on, like, the final quest, because you could see Map of the Stars around as a hacked and duped item on Battle.net whenever you would play Diablo 1. I certainly saw it before, and I had no idea what the fuck it you know, involved. And the reasoning why, like, this whole final quest line got cut, and apparently there's a cinematic at the end, too, which we didn't get to see, because I didn't stay in the game for long enough to trigger it, is that it fundamentally changes how Diablo is played from all of the time before Diablo, like, all the way through the game until this point, where it puts, like, pressures and just changes the way the game's played. And Blizzard didn't like how that worked, which is why they axed this. You know, Diablo was a situation where you could end up plotting things out, because it does have that very dungeon crawler vibe to it. You know, it's not as fast as Diablo 2. There's more, like, consideration. Take, for example, like a net hack, where you have to, like, think about, like, alright, this does what? You know, I could plan for this situation, and so on and so forth. And the injection of you have a time limit into the situation throws that off. So there's that. And also, like, the mod creators are obviously, like, just, I don't know, they're taking their own artistic license with, like, how, like, game balancing would work, particularly with all these stuff that they've injected in from Diablo 2, like how all these monsters work together, you know, the various difficulties the classes may have, and I have no clue as to, like, their thought processes at all, which is almost always the case for mod creators. But I leave off with the fact that, I trust game developers and designers for balancing. I don't really trust creators of modifications for game balancing. It's so difficult to balance game mechanics with one another, whereas even like actual official, like, expansion packs can completely throw off a game balance that never really fully recovers. So there's that. I'm still interested in giving this a try. I could see arguments for forsaking resistances and armor and having put on, like, the reduced damage from enemies. I legit don't know the mechanics of what's happening down there enough to say whether that would have saved me. We got remarkably close to defeating the Dark Lord, and while I do think the fight with him is cool, it's just all a matter of it's just so different. Which isn't such a bad thing, because he's, like, the final boss, but really the entire level is so painful. Again, if I were following, like, my normal game logic, I would think that I shouldn't be down there in that level. I have no business being down there. It would be like going to Diablo 2 Hell for the first time. Your lack of resistance is absolutely murdering you, and you being like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be here. Confusion, I suppose, I don't know whether the level cap changed. I think in vanilla Diablo, the default level cap was 50. And I don't know whether the attribute maximums changed. Like, default, like, the maximum vitality you could have was 100. Obviously, like, you could have, like, magic items increasing that for you. The lack of mana from the Veil of Steel hurts a bit, but I think that's too valuable to give up. In short, like, we have potions to gather. Ideally, we would find, I think it's like a mystic or cryptic shrine or whatever, that would convert everything into full rejuve potions. That would make me feel comfortable. In addition, we also have some money to gather. We have a whopping 3 gold pieces. I've burned through selling a bunch of different items. We have some funds to gather. That's the stuff that I could have discussed while actually going about gathering those funds, but I felt it worthwhile to actually break into that now. That wasn't really a planned conversation. I didn't jot that down, but I thought that I would like to cover that stuff before we started. Now, as to actual story time for why Grimith is late. I did warn in basically like the stream chat, like several hours ago. I didn't post about this on Discord or Twitter. I just noted that there was a non-zero possibility that that the broadcast may not occur on time. That was due to my schedule being fucked up over the meeting I had yesterday. And as a result, like, you know, non-zero possibility. I'd think I'd make it, but just in case, I'm gonna leave this message here, and I'm gonna hope Mixer doesn't fucking clear this off the board. So I set my alarms, and I go lay down. And alarms wake me up twice. Once at like 5:30, and then once at 6:15. My broadcast is scheduled to start at 7. And the first alarm is typically just like to knock me out of like whatever deep sleep I'm in, and prime me for being active. So the first alarm, I let it go. The second alarm, it gets me up. I get up. I stare at my cell phone. I stare down at the phone, and I ask myself, "Are you ready for Beezle Basel?" Is literally what I asked myself. There was a slight pause. I said no. I said no out loud. It was a gravelly voice. I closed the phone and I went back into sleep. But life had other plans for Grimith. Because a short time thereafter, there is a third dog in the house, temporarily. A puppy of the family friends, who is severely ill right now, and cannot take care of yonder puppy. And the puppy got misplaced. We'll say that politely. The puppy was lost. And no one else in the house could account for said puppy. Which got me out of bed, in clothes, bleary-eyed, in the dark, to go on the eternal quest and hunt for the puppy. Did the puppy get left out and then manage to find a hole through the fence? How did puppy escape? What went wrong? And so then I went cruising through the neighborhood, looking for this dog that we're only temporarily keeping for a friend. And while it wasn't my fault, boy oh boy, this would have really broken my friend's spirit. The family friend spirit, who is severely ill. We lost her fucking dog. Now, good old puppy here, who has been affectionately named Buddy, is very small. Like, bigger than Chihuahua size small, but not much bigger. So, you can imagine the difficulty one may have in the dark hunting a puppy who may not wish to be found. Yes, Beagleish, or Jack Russell, yes, like that size. So Grimith spends his time hunting through the neighborhood, flashlight in hand. Unique leather armor. Neat. On that glorious quest. In what, after all of the dozens of minutes of labor deduced, was an accidental discovery, in which the puppy did not manage to escape outside. Instead, the puppy was hiding between the outside fridge and the outside freezer in the garage. He had, and when I say hiding, I mean he had cozied up between the two and fallen asleep. So he was still in the house because the garage door was closed. He had not gone outside. But someone had left the garage door open. But the door that goes out to the garage open. And he managed to go out there. And then he cozied up between the freezer and the fridge, and he fell asleep. Now, Grimith did not consider checking the garage, because by the time Grimith was woken up and alerted to the entire process, Grimith had assumed that had already been taken care of. Particularly whenever he was told, "We've checked the garage already." Alright, champ, you checked the garage. Is that why I fucking found the dog there? I wonder whether I actually need to continue carrying around the map of the stars, because I would very much enjoy those 4 extra inventory slots, you know? We'll put it in the stash. I can't imagine I needed to unlock the Terror Domain. Also, I don't think the hour, like, ticker has started now, where like, we'll get that failure cutscene, because I haven't gone down to the Terror Domain. Yeah. But anyway. No. Oh, Kisk. No. Yeah, I know lag stodies, so I'm like, well, I'm awake. I mean, I've just spent the past however long looking for a dog, but I'm awake. What time is it? I guess I'll fucking start my damn broadcast. I guess I'm in the mood for Beezle Pozzle Poople now. Half freeze duration, plus 8 to all attributes, minus 20% light radius. Yeah, because that's not a problem for us or anything. Plus 7% critical hit chance, destructible armor class 25. Like, that doesn't govern any of my resistances. But no.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Anyway, that takes care of Grim story time. My throat is a little rough. Not so because because I've been up for long enough for it not to be rough, but because I've been calling out, "Buddy!" in the neighborhood when it's fucking dark. Looking for this damn dog who's in the fucking garage.
What ails you?
Shit. Good times, good times. We're also going to be on the lookout for full rejuve potions to purchase, instead of carrying around normal potions. That way, whenever we go into the Terror Domain, we'll have all of that.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I'm pretty sure he knows, but the fuck do I know, right? Ah, shit. Like, it wasn't the worst circumstance of me chasing around a dog I've ever had, but it's also not the best circumstance of me hunting for a dog I've ever had. You know, I think everyone is just relieved that the puppy was found, and that no one has to explain to our very ill family friend why there is no longer a puppy. yes. Oh, shit. Good times. You know, I could quit out of this game and start a new one a bunch of times and generate enough full rejuvenation potions for us to have ourselves a good time. But, again, I should rebuild the fortune. What are you talking about, Orc? What, like Scrooge McDuck? Well, when you defeat the Dark Lord, sure. Other difficulties unlocked. That's correct. We haven't defeated the Dark Lord yet. I don't think that really qualifies as a spoiler. But once we do, Grimith is uninstalling Belzebub. And there will be no more gameplay of it. That one was probably a spoiler. I mean, Orc, you really didn't watch last video then. If you convinced yourself in your mind that we defeated the Dark Lord. I know. What drugs are you on? No, wait, don't tell me. That's too much personal information I don't want you to divulge, because I don't actually care. Great. So, we're down here in hell, looking for treasure and prizes. Before we go take on ye olde Dark Lord again. Right. We no longer have enough mana to cast that. I keep pretending that we do, but it's all a dream. And along the way, if we find a piece of equipment that's actually better than what we're using, it would be so bad. Oh my goodness! Think of the gold! Hi! I gotta say, these counselors don't seem so bad. Possibly because I'm really killing them quickly, and I'm not swatting them away with my super attack. So I'm able to effectively stun lock them. That could end up being it. Grimith needs all of these gold pieces. We started this session with 3. Alright. Maybe Grimith doesn't care about picking up every single one. This will be easier. Look, I'm busy now. Do you mind? I gave you a chance. Grimith gave you a chance. But you have erred. Terribly so. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. These bodies are just disappointing. Gotta say, though, I'm not exactly sure why the townsfolk were carrying all the... Maybe the townsfolk were distracted by money, and so instead of properly regarding themselves in hell, you know, they were picking up coinage. There we go, that's the headcanon that I have now. Good headcanon, everyone. They asked themselves, WWJ2D. What would J2 do? Great. Another champion counselor pack. Real talk here, nothing is as awful as what we experienced down in the Terror Domain. Like, this is mildly annoying, but completable. We just killed a counselor with a magic spell, everyone. That's how much of a badass we are. I don't think so, Shaman. Griswold is the best, like, detector of counterfeit. He won't be fooled. This is yet another example of a game where the shopkeepers are like, we could help you save, you know, not just Sanctuary or the world, but we gotta look out for ourselves, you know? Gotta make a buck here. It's like, you do realize if I fail, the world to do details, right? It's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? This is my life. I know, right? You need to fucking get on the full rejuve potion factory, lady. And Pepin. Oh, I should have said Lady and Adria. That would have been funnier. Damn it. Opportunity missed. I'm not 100% sure what I put my attribute points in. Should I end up leveling up again?
I have no room.
Like, Vitality is pretty tempting, but it's also only an extra 10 points of life. Strength would allow me to wear heavier armor that I probably would be unlocking, and to get a few more points of damage. Great. Alright. There's a unique off in there somewhere. Let's see. They're immune to lightning. Oh, I didn't like that. Excuse me, lightning wall? That's neat. Hold on. We need to look at the spells here. I said we need to look at spells here. Cast Flash? Maybe Cast Flash. I wanted to just, like, let loose into them. Flame Wave is too weak, I feel.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Especially for all of the one casting I get of it. They had to put him a bit closer than that.
Not enough mana.
Invest in magic stat or no. No. That's a terrible idea. Invest in books? No. It's also a terrible idea, Yugo. Why are you always full of terrible ideas, Yugo? Stop it! Stop being full of bad. I beseech you. I'm gonna leave the magic rags behind. We'll pick up this axe, though. Hi! I see Mr. Lightning Enchanted has been busy.
Not enough mana.
Spells are increased by 2 levels.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Bam, look at that power. Thank you for wasting everyone's time. That was a really hard fight. I drank a potion or two, but compared to the Terror Domain, it means nothing. You mean nothing. Something else I also considered is if I found, like, a really awesome, like, your combat skills improve. Shrine Altar Doohickey Cauldron, that I would save that for basically fighting the Dark Lord. But it kind of depends on its location, and I don't feel like I'm really going to go out of my way to look for one, but it would definitely be beneficial. Do you still need fuck tons of dice while playing Warhammer 40k? Well, there's Fangskin again. This is why I hold down the shift key, so I don't accidentally wander into that. You know, all things told, that was pretty comfy. You go. Congratulations on continuing to be part of the problem. Just imagine, like, all this shit is hurting me so much, despite a 75% resistance to fire. Okay, their fireballs are not hurting me that bad. Let's not overhype this here.
Where would I put this?
In your fucking asshole. I felt about that. Ooh, Eldritch Cauldron. I need to look up what that does. Time out. It might be the potion one. That's what I'm thinking, Kupo, but I'm gonna check to make sure. Actually, where would I find this on the Beezle Bobble Booble page? Where would I find the list of shrines that they changed? It's a good question. Is it in the spellbook? No. Not gonna be in Quest. Probably not gonna be in Set. Game objects? Where's that at? I'm looking at features here. Diablo Belzebub Shrines. List of shrines. Oh, isn't there like a fucking... There might be like a fucking help thing. I know there is a help thing in the game. I just had to remember how to activate the help. That's the game settings. How do I make the list of hotkeys appear? Whatever. You know, it's not important. Eldritch. All potions become rejuvenation. Good. No, that seems to be a list of the original Diablo shrines. But I'm sure Eldritch wasn't changed. I'm sure that still qualifies too. You know what? We're not going to bother about it. I'm just going to fucking click the damn thing. We're going to assume that's actually the Holy Grail I'm looking for. But first...
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Let's see here. The Raven Grinder. All these items, so disappointing.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Those 2 minus chance to hit rings. Definitely good. Valiant Shield of Blocking. AC 30. Block speed increases. Unfortunately, we have the pain badge, with all the resist holes that we kind of still want to hold on to. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we still have resistances which in theory protect us from death. You know, unfortunately. Wait. Oops, probably ended up repairing that, and that normal sash I'm carrying around for reasons. Chat has gone off into its own magical corner right now, where they discuss the fucking dice. I could get back control of them, but that's fine.
What ails you, my friend?
You're the reason why Joel hates you, though. I just want to point that out. Fuck it, I don't need to go by. Shit, yeah, that's pretty much the full extent of potions I can carry. Neat. I suppose I could have dropped the stack of gold and carried one more potion, but neat. Ah, damn it. I pressed right click instead of shift left click. Oh well. Bottoms up. That was a tithe. To my belly.
What ails you, my friend?
That vacation die. It's been a while since I rolled that. I don't know whether I should bother, like, expending the elixirs on anything other than the Dark Lord, considering how likely I could be to die down there. Or if I could find, like, a set of, like,
I sense a soul in
elixirs in general, like, that'd be pretty neat. He says as he proceeds to not go about doing that. Whoopsie doodle. That doesn't hurt to have some potions on hand, I suppose. We have so many potions on hand. So many potions. We still got some money on hand, just in case. Stack those there.
What ails you, my friend?
What ails me? Oh, let me tell you what ails me. You! You're part of the fucking problem. No one loves you. No one loves problems. You heard it here first, folks. No one loves problems. Now I'm about to pick up this damn thing. Now with the stars, because I'm going to hold on to it for the reasons. It seems appropriate somehow. We're actually going to go to new game. New game. Let's go. We haven't leveled up, we just bought a shit ton of potions. Let's, hope that the lightning protection cauldron, that doesn't help me. That the way down to the Terror Domain is close. What an awful level 16 this is. Fucking Succubi plus these things. Oh, Jesus. Jesus! That's not the spell I want to use. Warrior, this is your life. You know, that cold shit really deals a lot of damage. I'm about to quit out of this and fucking do a new one. I think I'm gonna quit out of this and generate a new level 16. I don't have to deal with this shit.
Can't carry anymore.
Hell, you mean you can't carry anymore? Figure it out. But you're coming with me. New level 16, everyone. No, Yuko. Obviously not, since I've cleared out level 16, full of them before. It would be them combined with enemies that deal cold damage, which is not a cap-down resistance of mine, and slows down the warrior. It's not as if the warrior has enough trouble engaging enemies in melee. Oh no. Alright, I'd still rather see the knights, but at least this is fire, I guess. Y'all got a staircase around here? Or a portal? I'm looking for the terror domain. It'll be a bitch just getting to this terror domain. Fuck all y'all bitches. Eat lightning, nerds. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. I said time out. I think I like this better than Flash being there. Get right. Alright. That's fine. Oh, way to the terror domain. Oh, man. This ends up being, like, in order for me to retry going after the Dark Lord, I have to fucking come down here to level 16 and look for this thing, wherever it may be. Let's hope it's this way. That's not something I should really try to engage in. You know, we should not try to upset a whole lot of enemies. It's a novel concept for Grimith.
Where would I put this?
I don't know.
Not enough mana.
Alright, lightning enchanted, cold enchanted. No, you wanted to start this shit. Fire enchanted, cold enchanted, excuse me.
I can't carry anymore.
The War Staff of Sacrifice. Yes, War Staff? Go to town. Go directly to town. What the fuck, Yuko?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and
We are not
listen.
friends. Yeah. Except for, think about what sacrifice does. Where you deal fire damage in exchange for your life points. You know, that insanity spell. It's a shame it only lasts 11 seconds.
Well, what can I do for you?
That's probably money it costs to repair the staff.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Now what the hell? We're not regretting it. You might be regretting it, but you also didn't make the choice, Shaman. If I were a terror domain, where would I be? I'd be near the stairs out of this level. Oh, boy. Hi.
Not enough mana.
Whoops. I accidentally clicked out of the window there. There's a lot of shit aggroed on Grimith. It's a creepy culprit. You know, this is probably fine.
Not enough.
I gotta say, there is real fun in kiting these guys around and shooting lightning at them with a warrior. 10 out of 10 would warrior again.
Not enough mana.
Unfortunately, the unique mob here is lightning enchanted.
Not enough mana.
I was about to say, I'm not chasing you bitches down as he proceeds to chase you. Alright, let's deal with this lady here. Ow. Lightning enchanted and arcane enchanted. We're gonna have to corner her. Hold on, she's got reinforcements. Time out. Alright, you could not swing, I suppose. Golden elixir, we don't need that again. Here we go. In that particular case, a quick attacking weapon doesn't really help us that much. It's okay, it's not like we needed all these potions. Boy, if dying is gonna be a real inconvenience for us in the Terror domain. I'm gonna have to stay on top of the, the town portal creation. Actually, what does creepy do? Anyone familiar with Beelzebub? Boozleball will be able at the top of their head to tell me what creepy does. And I'm not talking about what it is in vanilla Diablo, but actual, like, Belzebub mod. We've clicked on it before. Well, there's another creepy thing. I guess we can test it out. Double your creep. Temporarily increases strength. Okay. Yellow. What is money in it, by the way? Well, since we started the session with 3 gold pieces... She moved. Alright, good. We finally found the way back into the Terror Domain. Sure, you can certainly do that, although there's not much in the way of choke points whenever it comes into hell. I was mainly just interested in relocating the Terror Domain. I suppose I should clear out the area around it, since I might have to retreat back here if shit goes wrong. Would rather not retreat back off the hill. So, take care of you. A magic protected cauldron. Alright. There's, one more pit lord working out here. Working out instead of lurking out? Okay. Sure, Grimith. They do have a cleave, yes. They have a cleave, which can be of some limited use. And they have a Valiant Strike, which I find more useful. I'm not using either of them right now, because those attacks affect, they can afflict knockback and knock enemies away from you. When you have enemies that inherently want to run away from you, I don't like to use them. Yes. The warrior skills use mana. Cleave, Valiant Strike, and Shield Wall. Do I have Shield Wall queued to something? I keyed up to something. I think I was like, meh. That's how I felt about it. A general meh. We'll slap that on 4. Okay.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
I don't think it's godlike. That lowers the magic resist even more. Don't know how I feel about that. Does give us the extra row potions. Tell you what, we'll throw magics. We'll throw strength and dexterity under the bus. Sure, what the hell? It's not as if we need magic resist down there or anything. It's not as if a bunch of enemies deal magic damage to us. That's sarcasm, everyone. How about you go?
Wow.
Well, in this particular case, like, as I noted, like, the difficulty inherently in using Cleave would be that Cleave knocks enemies away from you, which is certainly, well, Cleave can be useful if you're trying to buy yourself a bit of a breather. Can be aggravating in hell when you're fighting enemies who inherently want to escape from you. But it does have some utility and value to it. Alright. Alright, there's our potions for Diablo. I am going to miss that strength. I don't think the extra dexterity is really going to help out that much. We do have the extra potion row, but we lose out on the magic resist. I don't know. I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't think this is a good idea. Extra faster hit recovery. Alright, let's go ahead and buy the mana potions first. We'll swing around. We'll pick up some more health potions, enough to fill the inventory. We'll keep the full rejuves for later on in Terror's Domain.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
We're not going to buy books. Kiting them with a bow? No. Couldn't really rely on the warrior to get enough damage output with a bow. Besides, I don't have an effective bow in order to do that process. The bow ended up being, until we ended up getting the blade we're currently using, which is Azure Wrath, that Izul drops, for hit chance. Because nothing I enjoy less than attacking an enemy and missing. Actually, there's things I enjoy less. So that's where all the points of the dexterity ended up coming in. But we actually have some equipment that increases our to-hit chance, which is pretty comfy. Yeah, the points that I've put in are strength, dexterity, and vitality. Strength is lower. But I put a bit of effort into survivability and also to dexterity to ensure that those to-hit chances. Yes, you have 2 entities down there who are summoning Terror Fiends. You have a lot of summoning units down there. Alright, I should probably get this party started. So, let's get this party started. Alright, timer starts now. See if we can get rid of some of these champion advocates here. Owie. Oops, did not mean to click on that. So I'm definitely feeling the lower magic resist. God, it's such an awful idea. I think I'm going to take off that belt next time I'm back in town. Well, the extra belt slots will be useful in the faster hit recovery, just I don't want to fight Diablo without some magic resist too. It's funny. Well, I don't. He's off in the fucking ether somewhere. That's where he charged off to. So of my damage and power increasing abilities, and armor class increasing abilities come from me using mana to trigger them, such as my Valiant Strike. Which is why, while I do have more health potions than mana potions, I have them allotted more equally on the belt. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see that guy later at a most inconvenient moment. It'll be fine. Damn. I forget. Wasn't even a necromancer. There's a necromancer up to my north. But if we round the corner, we should force him to come after us. I'm pretty sure that was a normal Diablo, where light radius can end up affecting things. I can't swear to that. It has been a long, long time since I've cracked open Diablo. Hi. Champion pack? See if I can deal with this casting shit behind us before I have to go fight the champion pack. Alright, they're berserkers. That's not literally the worst. Alright. That was cleave in action. I gotta stop picking up knickknacks of gold. As useful as gold can be, it's also wasting my time. We have an hour down here. I'm gonna clear out this room. Then I'm gonna head back to the north corner. I'm gonna clear out that room, and I'm gonna trigger the boss fight. Actually, I'm wondering whether I should just decide to clear out all of the rooms. As time-consuming as that can be. We've had enemies who enjoy interfering so much that I think I'm going to err on the side of caution.
I can't carry anymore.
Demon hide armor wouldn't be a bad sell. I think that's the upgraded version of leather armor. Alright. Actually, I did end up buying far more health potions than I anticipated. Okay. Elixirs, we could definitely make use out of them. Since I have an extra elixir, I'm gonna go ahead and drink that. The rest of the stuff is for the Dark Lord. Fucking necromancers. Okay. Haste and extra strong. I mean, we could choke point, but that would be smart, right? Good work, team. We did it. Let's clear out the rest of this northern room with a little bit of urgency. Tended to leave those potions on the ground in case I need to quickly pick them up. There's so much shit down here in the Terra Domain. I expected him to die quicker. Alright, there's the stones. As we proved the other times we have fought this northern guy, he is a bit He's a bit difficult, and he's also time-sensitive, just like everything else on this damn floor is. With the exception of the Eastern boss. Alright. Moving along here. You know, it seems appropriate somehow. You're probably right, though. I thought about it, that I don't need to carry the map, and could carry along 4 extra potions. But we're here, damn it. Oh, there's this guy. He's done visiting his people. He's back now. I know, 4 extra potions. It could have made the difference. The last time I fought the Dark Lord, that could have definitely made the difference. You're not wrong. It's nice to kill those guys in one hit. It's pretty comfy. Ow, that's not good. Oh boy, let's see what shit we're gonna have to deal with next. I don't like the fact there's a fucking necromancer behind us. Ow! Champion pack. Alright, we leveled up. Neat. Little fucking engine that code over here. Alright, we need to get to these casters and split them open upon the altar of punishment. We'll take the extra points of strength. I'm having a much easier time of clearing this than what I did the last time I came through here, where we died so many times on our way to unlock the Dark Lord. Not to say we're going to have an easier time of affairs, because we could still botch the northern guy. Finally, we'll clear out the southern area. I think one of the biggest surprises whenever we faced the Dark Lord as we did was the fact that I just couldn't, like, immediately put my back up against a wall and expect to survive and everything. Because of all the extra shit that he threw on top of me. Because that would be an effective way of dealing with, like, his knockback that he typically does at you. Maybe in the second half, when he no longer has those terror fiends that he throws out, he also throws out a lot of magical knockback there. I'd love to have, like, more cracks at him if I can, like, experiment with possible things. Unfortunately, like, every time you die or flee from him, it resets the fight. Well, at best it resets the fight. At worst, the terror fiends don't unspawn, and he's at full health still anyway. God damn it. At least we dodged that. Alright, I'm tempted to leave whatever potions get dropped on the ground. Reasoning behind that is that just in case, like, I need to quickly restock my belt, and this is what I talked about doing before I fought Diablo. Mastery and Fire Enchanted, okay. Now you're dead. Hooray. Yeah, I know. If you... Like, we've certainly demonstrated that plenty enough. Where the Dark Lord's hit points go back to max is what I talked about. That's what I was just saying. Okay, I think that's the entirety of this place cleared. Now, when I fight him, it's probably going to be along the southern section. So let's pick up everything that would be in the way, except for health potions. Alright, we'll stick some health there. Read a book. Stick some mana over here, and I'm definitely going to be restocking this with far more in preparation for this fight. And I keep these clearly separated. Okay. Let's go to town. We're just gonna have to hope that we don't have a game crash.
Hello,
We've
my
had a game
friend.
crash before.
Stay a while and listen.
Topaz Ring of Illness. Good talk, good talk. Let's go ahead and use the repair on the Azure Wrath. I nearly broke. Griswold. There you are, buddy.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh my. It's a shame that this iron armor is still stronger than that. If only that had like an increase thing. Alas. Still doubting me wearing this fucking belt, but we've already had that chat plenty of times. Ooh. Fiend Circlet. That's not as good as what we're wearing. We're wearing the Veil of Steel. That's provided to us by, Lockdanon. Okay.
What ails you, my friend?
We'll buy some health potions. I should probably carry out more than this. But also, I was gonna stock my inventory full of shit, and also I could have some extra things to throw down in preparation for fighting Diablo. I just gotta make sure that I go a little bit fast. Not spend so damn long thinking about this shit. Because we are on a timer. Alright, we'll put the map with stars in there. Fine. I suppose in some aspects you could consider the town walk speed increase enablable in the game settings to be cheating at this moment. Nah.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Because you do have to go fast. Why does that go there? Don't go there. Okay. We'll have our full rejuve save for the Dark Lord. It's not cheating! Alright, fine, it's not cheating. Wow. Didn't know you felt so strongly about it. Alright, so Northern guy, we failed to fight him. This run's effectively over. Because the amount of terror fiends he can spawn. No pressure or anything, right? Nope. I'm not going to be using any elixirs. Except for this. Where'd my magic elixir go? It might have been consumed accidentally. Oh well.
Give me a
Give me a second. Holy shit, that went so much better this time. Wow. Wow. Damn. Alright. Alright, that was good. That was good. Also, apparently folks' stream went down. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to correct that. We lost a few drop frames there. Yeah, wow. I didn't expect to kill him that fast. That's the quickest I've killed him. Okay.
I have a way.
Not enough mana. 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 Not enough mana.
I definitely don't feel as effective against this guy, though.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
You'll notice that he has a really hard time hitting us, so long as I have the Valiant Strike active. He is regenerating, though. Well, we're actually having an immensely hard time hitting him without that.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I actually don't have enough mana potions for this.
Not enough mana.
My hit chance is in the triple digits, dude, 131%. Which I had thought, particularly with the Valiant Strike bonus, would be good enough.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
This is how the stalemate went between the two of them. I like that. That's funny. Oh, shit. Dude, you are literally eating apart the time on a very time-sensitive thing. That is immensely rude. Die! Please! For fuck's sakes! God damn, we had shit to do, man. Alright, I should create a town portal just in case. Oh, I already did that just in case. I'm gonna drop these potions. Then I'm gonna go stop. I don't have to do that. I'm gonna go kill Benedict the Black. I think this will be enough potions to kill him. He said, uncertainly, after what transpired there.
I live again.
Great. So the great hunt begins. Recipe, Sorcerer's Ring. Serpent skin armor. Okay, this is some good stuff here. We're gonna drop that. I guess we'll... Fuck that. No. Fuck your book. Okay. We'll drink that for funsies. We'll learn that. I'm sure that'll be useful. Okay. I'm gonna go drop some potions. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna kill those remaining skeletons. I'm gonna go to town. I'm gonna sob profusely into my pillow at night. Yes, I have played this before, Bijaki. Please, I've fought the Dark Lord before. I know how to trigger him. I'm not triggering him right now. We're doing prep work. This is prep work. I don't know how effective this prep work is going to be. We might still fucking lose this one, but damn it. I'm going to try. Because our last encounter with the Dark Lord was just a sliver away from success. Where just like a few extra potions would have ended up making the difference. Like one or two. Or at least like an extra mana potion, because I ran out of that. Or health. No, I had plenty of mana potions, it was just the health. Okay. One more encounter with everyone in town for the road.
Hello, my friend.
Hopefully this is the last one. We got a unique dagger. We should totally take the time to admire this shit. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stick it in our stash. In case we lose. This is my final time to think about this belt. Final time to think about the belt. What the hell, we'll commit to it. We'll give it a try. What about that belt? Nah. The extra dexterity and the faster hit recovery, instead of the -4 damage taken from enemies. Alright. We'll carry the gold with us. I could leave it, watch it be like one fucking potion that makes the difference between life and death.
What ails you, my friend?
You have a potion of magic? You do. Alright. Let's fucking do this.
Where would I put this?
Oh, there is the elixir of magic that I dropped. Okay. Oh my god. I'm breaking apart. Oh my god. I don't know whether it's the fucking extra level that put me, like, over the appropriate monster level. I don't know what's the faster hit recovery. What I do know, Diablo, is that I'm fucking done with you and everything about you. Get the fuck out of my face. Typically there's an ending cinematic that triggers here, but I suppose that's also changed too. All of those extra... Alright, chat, we're gonna have to take a moment. I have no idea how the fuck all of that was different. Okay. Yeah, looks like we actually interact with his remains and grab the soul gem, which is really cool. Dude, I don't know whether it's because I'm more awake after what an exhausting session that was, but I didn't die once down here. After all the times I died last session, I didn't die once down here. What the hell is different? Oh, man. Right-click to complete game. That's baffling! So, I'm wearing this Empyrean band instead of, like, one of the more modern rings I had, which gave me faster hit recovery and lower resistances, and then we ended up finding the belt during this session, which drops my resist magic and drops, like, 10 points of my strength in exchange for 15 dex and faster hit recovery. That's the only equipment that changed. I leveled up once. I was more prepared. Like, I drank all the elixirs that I had to go for there, but I didn't... I still have over... Look at all this prep work I did! All this fucking prep work! After how close we came last session. And I have to wonder there, like, it might really have been the so much extra hit recovery from the belt and, like, the Empyrean band. And I even had, like, another ring I was thinking about wearing, what, didn't I? Like, I had 142% hit recovery there. But he got, what, like 1, maybe 2 Terror Fiends off before we transitioned him to the second stage? Like, whenever we last played this, he murdered me. He clobbered me really bad. And I was having trouble, like, getting back to him, to fighting him. And, like, the guy up there in the north, like, he summoned so many Terror Fiends the last time. And we murdered him. And we lost strength. Because we dropped that plus, like, belt and we got, like, the extra dexterity there. Like, the guy who gave us the most trouble was the guy in the east. Because that was a stalemate between 2 really strong dudes with really high armor class. Yeah, like, Diablo 1 Belzebub has a lot of vicious shit. We felt that. We felt all of that shit that Dark Lord threw at us last session. Wow. I'm done with this in under 90 minutes. Obviously, and we spent a bunch of time getting money to buy all of these potions to prepare for this moment. God damn. Alright. Let's complete game.
The Soul Stone burns with hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps, salvation.
I remember the first time I completed this game, and how creepy I found that. From how Prince Albrecht looks after the Soulstone is removed, to the idea of jamming that mammoth, gem, the Soulstone containing the Lord of Terror, straight into your brain. Fucking thing is huge! I don't have an aura that's large enough for that. All it took was one shot. Now, of course, as many of you will know, if not most, if not all of you, our intrepid adventurer here does not succeed in containing the Lord of Terror. As a matter of fact, I would say that he does worse than King Leoric did. King Leoric was able to fight and stave off, the Lord of Terror, and the Lord of Terror was so weakened that he had to abort and go into Prince Albrecht. Inside of us, Chucklefuck, the Lord of Terror carts his ass eastward, and the events of Diablo 2 take place. It's true. Didn't have a soul stone in his skull. That's fair. That's fair. And that's Beelzebub mod, single player. Of course, this mod has since been discontinued. The folks who created the project moved on to Chernobog, or another project. I can't speak to the quality of that. I must say, despite my struggles I had with this modification, and despite lamenting the difficulty of the warrior at numerous times, I knew that warrior would be difficult coming into this, due to the limitations that I described at the beginning of the first session. But boy, the challenges that were presented in this modification ended up being far more severe and entertaining than I had expected them to be. Culminating, of course, in the absolute beatdown that happened last session. Again, I only died all of once the entire time I played Belzebub, and that was I crept too close to one of the counselors in the Soulstone Chamber, and I got Fireball Nova, and I was like, huh, how about that? And last session was, the game changes tone, it changes speed. I was tired, and I wasn't prepared for it, and it beat the fuck out of me. And I remember in the middle of that last session, going, I don't know how this is possible. And then we pushed through to that last session. We almost killed the Dark Lord. And I'm like, I know this is possible. And this session, I made it look fucking easy. Where I didn't die once down there. Where, although my health orb did come low on a number of occasions, I didn't really use my prepared, shit until I fought the Dark Lord. I cleared out the entire Terror Domain. I isolated each of the bosses as best as I could, and I mopped them up. The guy up in the north that is so much of a panic, if you don't kill him, you lose the run. He got, 2 or 3 Terror Fiends off? His Poison Nova that he had didn't murder us like it did last time. The Eastern guy was the most challenged for us because it's wow, the Azure Raft doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And it's should I rely on magic here? But no, the warrior has such a ridiculously awful gas time. It's we gotta go with this and just prove ourselves to be better. This guy can't be better than the Warlord of Blood, right? We powered through him. Benedict Black was even worse. Like, weaker that time. Because I didn't clear out that western chamber before I fought him last time, and so he was easier. And then the Dark Lord himself... I took him down to, like, that half-point threshold so quickly, and I was lower on strength than I was this past run. What changed? Faster hit recovery, the dexterity. I gained another level, which, you know, monster level differences do factor into, like, to hit calculations and shit like that. And I just didn't give him the time to, like, throw down shit on me. I didn't go through half of my full rejuves, not to mention all the potions I laid down in preparation. Again, it goes back to, I'm not sure whether I was awake and alert, and I had prepared for this mentally. I gotta say, I'm not too interested in playing the mod again, unlike, say, BitJockey, for reasons that I've detailed, like, towards the start of the session, and really in years past, about how I feel towards modifications that alter gameplay in general. That said, for as much griping and frustration that I had during the various champion packs, which are brutal, and include elements that were most certainly not in the original Diablo 1, the possessed champion packs, for sure, made things so much more awful. And we didn't actually fight any possessed champions this time around, which was really nice. We handled ourselves all right enough. To the extent where my deaths, again, once in the Soulstone Chamber, like, everywhere I died was in stuff that I'd never seen before, against enemies that I wasn't really familiar with what they could do. This is pretty entertaining. I don't feel too compelled to play it again. It's pretty entertaining. It was a nice experience. One I don't regret having. And hell, like, I thought this session would end up being so much longer. Like, shit, if I had started on time at 7, and it went just as long as it did now, we would be done before I started broadcasting at this later time. Chucklefuck now has Nightmare open to him. We have the Soul Stone there. Neat. The resistances in Nightmare, showing their weakness there, but that's what, like, more resist item gear that I have in the stash would be for. All those potions we bought in preparation don't really help us here, because I didn't bring them all with us. We did get a unique ring, though, that I'm interested to see what that is.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Bramble, huh? What do we got here? This is a ring that Diablo himself dropped. Or, yeah, I think Diablo dropped it. Minus 5 doll attributes, but adds 5 points of damage, plus 11 mana, and hit steal. Life drain. One quirk about unique items in Diablo, and this is something that the mod creators, I think, carried on well, is that these items have a price to them. Like, it's not just flat, pure benefit. It's that they all have a cost they exact upon you, and it's a matter of whether paying it is worth it. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's perfectly fine. Decker Kane doesn't know, okay? This is fine. That's right. Maybe we've got our hair brushed over it, right? Or that helmet we're carrying, we're actually wearing, the Veil of Steel. Maybe Loch Dannon's helmet will give us strength. We can dream, right? Yeah, there we go. We just turn slightly to the left. I like it. Yeah, we weren't even using our to-hit ring. That could have been part of the problem. I put on, like, the Ring of Truth for, like, the resistances and, like, hit points, so it was balancing everything. And I lost the plus 49% to hit ring. That's probably why the Eastern Geysir gave us so much trouble. Now the resistances look down. Alright, that's not as awful. Alright. You know, I have to admit, because that ended so quickly, I'm like, what the hell do I do with the rest of my night? I'm like, I guess I could play more Diablo. I think I'm just gonna let that be it, though. I'm not gonna be sucked into doing another one of this. This is alright. This is alright. And I'm pleased that the tactical strategy and preparation and planning that I did, I over-prepared, but that's better than having under-prepared and being like, God damn it, I'm one potion short again. That was nice. That was nice. I'm pleased by that. It's very invigorating. I'm still not entirely sure, like, what all changed there. Like, how much of it was equipment-based and how much of that was Grimith as alert-based. Or how much of that was Grimith as prepared-based. Playing as warrior, going into that, I knew would be hard mode due to the, well, the fact that the warrior gets the short end of the stick compared to the sorcerer, particularly the rogue. And we're not even going into the new classes that Belzebub adds. Well, Can Lava, maybe Bit Jockey can answer that one. I don't think I'm going to go see that myself. Really, I'm just pleased and pleasantly surprised. It would have been far more heartbreaking to have put in all of that prep work and still failed. I think I would have only been more frustrating by having done all that prep work and then having been killed on a fluke by something. Like if the Dark Lord had gotten me there right at the last second, as I'm like, wow, this is, what the fuck, get wrecked, Diablo. Then, boop, son of a bitch. Or maybe he fucking explodes on death like a fire-enchanted enemy does, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Diablo? Well, at least he's dead. Let me go fucking trudge back down there. Shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you have so many soul stones in your brain constantly sabotaging you, and that's why your resistances are lowered. It's the House of Diablos, or the Dark Lord, is the game, like, whenever you mouse over him and fight him. I gotta say, though, this, like, the real problem I end up having is the timer there, but, like, the actual fight with him, that's really boss. Like, he's got a lot of cool shit to him that's added in, and that's really fun. Yeah, I would, I know I inspired a lot of folks to play this, the first session that I did. I, in turn, was intrigued in doing this, because I wanted to relax, and I saw, Malkasphia, Warlord Mal, a friend of mine, play through it. He decided that he wanted to do a self-imposed hardcore mode, though, and as a sorcerer, he died to the Smith. You may recall that I bullshitted the Smith, and we never even saw him, because I telekinetically grabbed his anvil. Okay. That's certainly the end of the local recording. Folks watching out there on YouTube land, or a VOD on Mixer, hopefully you're inspired to play the game on your own and continue to persevere. I sure did. Look what I did accomplished. Great things. And even then, like, I didn't feel like I had to quaff down so many potions. Maybe you folks in the comments can deduce what the hell I did right. I'm just gonna attribute it to my natural greatness.